Hello, it's Vicky with Conde Systems Technical Support, and I'm in CorelDraw X4, and this video is going to demonstrate how to save and find your Go Pantone Color Palette in your CorelDraw X4 version. The Pantone Color Palette, a little bit about it, it's a large, extremely large color palette with a variety of colors. One of the largest selections of colors of color palettes we have. As you can see here, I've already opened it because it's such a huge file, and you can get the file by requesting it. Requesting it at Conde support staff, and we can get the file to you. Now, once you have the file, you would have to have it open in Corel, and then I'm going to show you how to save that color palette in your CorelDraw X4 version, so that it will always be somewhere you can locate it and use it within that application. Okay, so we're going to save it in your color palettes as an option so that it will always be there. Color palettes are used for spot color, color matching, and for verifying color. We print them out, we sublimate them, and we use them as a tangible a palette that we can actually walk up to and get the end result of matching color after it's sublimated. Okay, so we'll use those values and incorporate them in our graphics. There are other videos on Conde TV on how to use color palette, spot color, and all the things that I've just went over with why we have color palettes and what we want to use them for on our CondeTV.com site. So make sure that you utilize those videos on how to use these palettes. But for now, in this video, I want to show you how to save it and find it so that you can use it with your images and graphics in CorelDraw X4. Alright, so keep in mind when you get the file and you import it into your CorelDraw X4 that it takes a little while for it to open. So it'll sit there, you'll think the application may be locked down. It's just a large file. Walk away 5 minutes or so, come back. It should be pretty close to processing into your app. Okay, so you have 26 pages of this palette, and that's 26 pages of color. As I click through it, you can see the shades of each color. Wow, that's a large palette. Okay, so let's talk about how to save it. Let's go to Window, Color Palette. We're going to come down here to Create Palette from Document. So again, the document must be open. The color palette must be open in Corel as we have it here before we can create the palette. So we're going to create the palette from Document. Click that, and we're going to call this Test, just so it's unique to any other Pantone color palette I have saved here. And we'll go and find that test color palette, and I'll show you how to bring it up. Now you will probably name it the Go Pantone color palette, something like that, as I have here. Okay, so you'll want to name it something very unique to the palette. We're going to call it Test for now for this demonstration. I'm going to left click on Save, give it a moment, and over to the right, as you can see, it opened the palette for me already, but I want to show you how to find the palette in the future. So we go to Window, Color Palette, and we're going to go to Color Palette Browser, and that opens a browser of all the palettes that are obtainable from your PC or from Corel. I have Test selected here. That's our palette. Under the User Palettes, which is User Palettes are palettes that we've created. If I deselect it, as you can see, it disappears from the dock. If I select it, there it is again. Alright, so and I want to show you just how many colors are in here. I'm going to click this fly out, and you can start to see all the colors. As I click the scroll bar and go over, that's a lot of color. Various shades of each color. So this is an awesome palette for using with your graphics, and I highly recommend that you have it. And once you have it, hopefully this video will get you through how to add it and save it to your CorelDraw X4. There's also a video for X6 on importing this palette and saving it. So again, my name is Vicky and I'm with Conde System Support. Thank you for watching this video. Look for other videos on Conde TV as well. Thank you.